That fateful day in October 1967 when Neil Armstrong first set foot on the surface of the moon is as awe-inspiring as it is miraculous.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many remember it with jubilation and pride. But was it all fake? Did the moon landing actually happen? Or did Stanley Kubrick, the genius filmmaker behind The Shining and 2001, A Space Odyssey, help NASA fake it? Stanley Kubrick was a visionary filmmaker known for his meticulous attention to detail and innovative storytelling. His career spanned several decades, and he created some of the most iconic films in cinema history. Kubrick's unique filmmaking style often involved groundbreaking visual effects, thought-provoking themes, and a deep psychological impact on the audience. Kubrick's dedication to perfection and his ability to craft compelling, immersive worlds made him a legend in the film industry. The moon landing conspiracy theory. One of the most intriguing conspiracy theories suggests that Stanley Kubrick was hired by NASA to fake the Apollo 11 moon landing. According to this theory, NASA feared that the real mission might fail, so they needed convincing footage to ensure the world believed the United States had beaten the Soviet Union in the space race. What conspiracy theorists actually say happened was that high-ranking officials like Donald Rumsfeld and Henry Kissinger approached Stanley Kubrick to help stage the moon landing. They supposedly flew to England to persuade Kubrick, knowing his talent for creating realistic space scenes. Initially, Kubrick was amused but hesitant. However, after persistent requests and flattery, he eventually agreed to let them use his studio for a weekend. Kubrick's perfectionism played a significant role in the alleged filming of the fake moon landing footage. Despite his initial reluctance, he couldn't resist ensuring the project was done correctly. He ended up supervising the shoot himself, using a skeleton crew to maintain secrecy. According to the conspiracy, once the footage was complete, Kubrick demanded that the CIA operatives leave him alone for good, highlighting his discomfort with the whole affair. Evidence and clues. Conspiracy theorists often point to striking similarities between the moon landing footage and scenes from Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey. They argue that the back projection techniques used in the film's space scenes are suspiciously similar to those seen in the Apollo 11 broadcast. The realistic depiction of the lunar surface in Kubrick's film, released just a year before the moon landing, fuels the speculation that he might have used his expertise to stage the event. Additionally, theorists find a treasure trove of alleged clues in The Shining that they believe point to Kubrick's involvement in faking the moon landing. One of the most cited scenes is when young Danny wears an Apollo 11 sweater while playing on a carpet pattern that resembles the launch pad. This imagery is thought to symbolize the Apollo mission itself, suggesting that Kubrick was subtly referencing his role in the hoax. Another significant detail is Danny's encounter with room 237. In Stephen King's novel, the room number is 217, but Kubrick changed it to 237 for the film. Theorists argue this was no random decision, as the moon is approximately 237,000 miles from Earth. They interpret Danny's journey to room 237 as a metaphor for Kubrick's own experience of entering the studio to film the fake moon landing. When Danny emerges from the room traumatized and unable to speak, it symbolizes Kubrick's silence and the burden of keeping such a monumental secret. While the moon landing conspiracy theory is intriguing, it has been widely debunked by experts and skeptics. Many argue that the supposed evidence linking Kubrick to the moon landing hoax is purely coincidental and speculative. For instance, the similarities between 2001, A Space Odyssey, and the moon landing footage can be attributed to Kubrick's dedication to realistic space depictions, not a secret government project. Mainstream explanations and scientific evidence overwhelmingly support the authenticity of the moon landing. Thousands of people worked on the Apollo missions, making it highly unlikely that such a vast conspiracy could remain hidden. Additionally, physical evidence like moon rocks, independently verified by scientists worldwide, and the presence of retroreflectors on the lunar surface used for laser-ranging experiments further confirm that humans did indeed land on the moon. So, what do you think? Did Apollo 11 really go to the moon, or was Stanley Kubrick involved in one of the greatest hoaxes of all time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, And until next time, goodbye.